Yeah, okay. So in the previous session, like we have seen workflows and process builder. So how we can utilize, okay, workflow. So when we have to go with workflow, when we have to go with the process builder. So almost all actions like which we can do from the workflow. So the same actions we can perform from the process builder as well. Only thing is like we have to go with like outbound messages. So that we cannot do from a process builder, but remaining rest, everything, okay, we can control from the process builder itself. So, but these two will be working only for after insert and after update. So if I want to perform any delete operation, so I can't do anything. And before insert or before update, like if I want to just do validate some data. So likewise, okay, I can't perform anything. So before events, it won't be working only for after events, and within after events also, it will be working only for after insert and after update. So we have seen like different evaluation criteria, right? So there can have like, okay, so three evaluation criteria like we will be defining. So the object, and then, okay, so what evaluation criteria, whether it is for created or whether it is created and every time it's edited. Okay, so likewise, we'll have a criteria, evaluation criteria. So based on that, we will give some condition. So if that condition is true, okay, so we can just perform like multiple actions, immediate or scheduled actions. If it is false, like we can give one more condition. So it will check that condition. If else, okay, so like we can write else if like this. So in the process builder, but in workflow, we cannot do that. So I guess, okay, it is clear. So do you have like any questions? Just let me know. Otherwise, like we will start. Okay, already we have started approval process, I guess. So we'll continue the approval process. So anyone having any doubts like for the workflows, process builder? Okay, so let's continue then. So approval process, like when we will be using this. Okay, so if user needs some approvals required, so whenever they are performing any actions, okay, so if they want to control the data, so if they want to like, okay, so add some sort of, okay, other information, or like they want to update information, or they want to delete a record, so what and all, okay, so any action if they want to perform, so they need some approval from the higher authority, okay, so from management, or there will be, okay, some users like, okay, they will be taking care all these like approval related, so we can just create a public group. Okay, so that public group we can utilize for the approval purpose, or we can also create a single user like individual user or role based users we can generate. Okay, so we can just send to them. Okay, so for the approval, so what they can do, so likewise, okay, we'll request for the leaves, right? So likewise, either it can be approved or rejected. So the same way, so here also we will have a standard flow. Okay, the user, okay, so with whom like we are requesting, so okay, that from that requester, that approver can approve it or reject it. So okay, or he will ask for the recall it again. So means he has to change the logic, or so he has to just check the record again and he has to fire it. Okay, so we can just do manual way. So we will be having one button, so submit for approval. So that button name is like submit for approval. So that button, okay, so individually we can't see that button, so like immediately we can't see when we create a record. But okay, so if we just create some approval process on the object itself, let's say, okay, if I'm working for opportunity, so if I have like opportunity, uh, like I have created one approval process for the opportunity, on that opportunity, so then only, okay, that button will be enabled. So then user can come to that record, individual record. So you can click for submit. Okay, submit for approval. So then it will be going for the approvals. Okay, so for that opportunity. Okay, so and then it can be approved or rejected. So that is one way. And the second way is like direct automated way. So we will be giving some sort of criteria. So if that criteria meets, okay, for the same object, like it will, if that criteria meets, then okay, so it will fire this approval process. Okay, and it will just notify the user. So either like email notification, or we can do like field update. But okay, so we want manager to be approved or rejected, right? So we will be sending one email notification to that user or group of users, either public group or SKUs. And then okay, so approver, he will be doing, okay, so whether it can be accepted or rejected. So that will means we need to have, if we want to just do this, at least, okay, we need to have two users, right? One user who will be requesting. So we need to have like requester. So requester, okay, can be a requester user, like single user. And we need to have like one more like user or group of users. So that is approver. So to check this, like we need to have at least, okay, two users. One is a requester, one is a approver, right? So if I have like two user, it can be like approver user or group of users. Okay, so for this, like already we have one user, so we will be requesting from the admin user itself. And okay, so we can just define approver as another user. So we have to log in with that user. Okay, so if I have like username and password, so we have to log in with that user and we have to approve that okay record. So then again, okay, we have to come back to the requester user and we have to see, okay, so what happened so for that record, right? So that quickly, let's jump into hands-on. So how we can just, okay, go with, like you just need to go to setup and you have to just type approval process. So you can find, okay, under build, create, workflow and approvals. So this is the approval process. Yesterday, like we were trying to create it, but okay, so we need to define on which object. Okay, so we want to create a approval process. Okay, so we have like already selected opportunity, and it will be showing like active approval process as such. Okay, we haven't created any approval process, so it won't display over here. Like if we have like one active approval process, like okay, it will be displaying here, or inactive also it will be displayed here for a specific, okay, object level. So now, okay, quickly create approval process. We'll have like two steps. So this is like a straightforward step. Okay, so this standard setup, so which will be something, it will have like multiple steps, multiple pages. Okay, but the content is same only. So I'm going with like jump wizard. So quickly create one approval process, opportunity, yeah, approval or rejection. So this is the approval process. And okay, so for this approval process, like which email template, okay, so you want to okay, so use this right now. Okay, so we have to create a separate, okay, so email template, so that, okay, so it will be displaying exact information like, okay, for which this email has been sent. But right now, okay, so I was just using, okay, existing email template only. So this opportunity stays an amount. And okay, so this already we discussed yesterday, add the submit approval button. Okay, so there can be a user can also do manually. So okay, so if something, okay, if they want to just directly, okay, check for the submit for approval, so there will be one button. So at the record level itself, detail page. Okay, so that button which will be available at any time, user can come to, okay, that record and he can just submit for approval. Okay, so that is one way like user can be doing manually. And so now we are doing through automated stuff. And okay, so approval history also, which is a related list at the page layout level. So it is asking, do you want that also? Yeah, definitely we need this because we want to track that. Okay, so what's happening with that record? So what's happening? We have to track that. So that is why I'm just selecting this, so that so every record will have this button, submit for approval button, and also all approval history related, okay, page layouts, it will have like approval history. And the criteria met, like here we wanted to check yesterday. Let me just quickly go to opportunity. Yesterday we want to check multiple fields, right? So one is the amount, and the second stage, and third primary campaign source, right? I think, okay, so these three fields we want to check. So if amount, okay, so if it is greater than 10 lakh, and stage, if it is like closed lost, if it is more than 10 lakh, but okay, the business is going to loss. So that, okay, I just want to, user wants or manager wants to check, okay, what happened with this. And okay, so primary campaign source, or maybe, okay, there might be any other something. Okay, so we can create one more field as a feedback. So we can capture a feedback from the user. So we can store within that field. And okay, so we can just showcase that field to the manager. Okay, so that he will be aware. Okay, that like, okay, so what happened? So with this user, like, okay, at which area so he's not comfortable, or at which area, okay, so he's trying to escape from the actual, okay, opportunity. So that is how they can just check. But right now, okay, so we are just using only existing fields. I'll go with like amount, stage, and primary campaign source. Okay, so these three fields, let's quickly create a condition. One is the amount. So if it is greater than 10 lakh, so better like not 10 lakh. So let's go with 20 lakh, because other logics like which are working for 10 lakh already, right? So this is like, yeah, this is for like 20 lakh opportunity amount if it is greater than 20 lakh. And stage, right? If that stage equals close lost. Okay, so and then so primary campaign source. Okay, so if that primary campaign source equals email campaign, so that has come from the, okay, so email campaign. And is there any other field like so we can just check, or maybe, okay, so we can just check for the account also, like, okay, so we are very much interested. We thought that, okay, so this account, so Jenny point, okay, so with this we thought, okay, we will get a good amount of opportunities, okay, for the company. But okay, so they are trying to close this opportunity. Then okay, so we want to track, okay, what happened with this customer. He is already satisfied customer, but now so he doesn't want this opportunity. Okay, so he doesn't want the business to continue. So okay, manager wants to know the reason. So then, okay, in that case, like, we can just define the account name, and we can just check, okay, account name field as well. So here, like, if you can see, okay, account name, so you have to define, okay, so equals, and you have to just mention, okay, account name itself. Likewise, okay, we can have like multiple fields. So we can define, okay, multiple conditions, like, okay, to fire this for this approval process on the opportunity. So we can just define like multiple conditions. Okay, all are and condition. So if 3 are success, okay, then only so this approval process will be fired. And later, okay, so let the submitters choose the approver. So I said, okay, one is a approver, the second is okay, requester. So requester always, okay, the person, okay, who is doing the activity. Okay, so the approver, like, we have to define here, like, okay, so it can be let the submitter choose approver manually. So that is one way. Okay, so we can do through a button, but automatically assign an approver using a standard or custom hierarchy field. So you can just define, okay, whether like if you have a manager, so field. So this is a field, okay, so under opportunity object itself, so that, okay, we can define a manager, like who is the manager. So within that, okay, so for each opportunity, there can be different managers. So we can just define that. So, and one more thing, like, which is something automatically assign the approvers. We can go with like user or related users. So if we go with, okay, related users, like something who created this. So that means, okay, the person who is the requester, so that will be approver. So we can go with this last modified by, I think, okay, so it will also be same, or opportunity owner. Opportunity owner means, like, let's take, okay, if I created the opportunity, I will be the owner of opportunity. So where I can find the, so you can see the owner here somewhere. Okay, opportunity owner, if you can see here, we can also change the ownership to queues, right? We have seen queues also. We have created, okay, some sort of queues. We can also change this to queue. So if I have like multiple queue members, all will be having access to this opportunity. So all will be acting as an opportunity owner. So we can define a queue, and we can say that, okay, so that will be the approver. Okay, so means out of which, like, if it is like multiple people, so multiple people can be acting as a requester here. Okay, so but right now I'm not going with multiple user. I'm going with only single user. Okay, so the approver, I'm just defining SVRK. Okay, so we have a user like SVRK user. Okay, so with this SVRK user, we have to log in to this user. Okay, so and this will be the approver now. So he will be the approver. Okay, so he will be getting a notification. So then, okay, we have to log into that Salesforce org with this SVRK credentials. And then, okay, so we have to approve or reject it. Okay, so we will see all conditions, approval or rejected or something. Okay. And then, so when multiple approvers are there, okay, so let's consider you have selected a related user. Within that related user or a user, you have selected a public group. Then, okay, so it can have like multiple users. So if I have like multiple users, like who, okay, who from whom like you want to check, okay, the response for the first person, or okay, so require anonymous, okay, so approval from selected approvals. Let's consider, okay, if I have like multiple approvers, so all has to select, okay, whether it is a approved or rejected. So then only, okay, it will be considered and it will check, okay, and it will be approving as per all the approvers, okay. But mostly we will use only a specific approver. So we will use this option only, okay. So first to first. So if I get, okay, either approve or reject, so first to first base, okay, if I get response, if I have like multiple users. If it is a single user, we don't need to bother about this. Anyways, okay, let's select this. Okay, so in this case, like approver will be a single person for us, right? So let's quickly save this, what we have done here. So it is simple, okay, name we have provided, and then, okay, so email template, one email template we are using to send an email notification. And we are asking, okay, we need a submit for approval button, and as well as the approval history tracking. Okay, so at the related list. And these are the conditions, okay, 3 criteria like we are defining. This is the entry criteria. And then, okay, so who will be approving this? SVRK user will be approving this, and the response will be captured first to first if it is having like multiple users. Okay, so it is just showcasing us, okay, so create additional steps like, okay, so whom you want to like submit, okay, what will happen. So if it is rejected, likewise, okay, so it is just showcasing all the information here. So there is something called, okay, final approval. So that means if it is approved, it will be coming under this. So and we can just do one more action over there. So if it is rejected, so what we need to do, we want to update the field, or okay, so what we want to do with this. Okay, so if it is a final rejection, so let's quickly go with something called status. Like, do we have status? Delivery installation status and progress yet to begin completed. Okay, so means I just want to check like, okay, if we can update a field. So we can create a new field here, like, okay, so as a status, and then, okay, so I guess it should have a status field. Okay, so no problem. If it is rejected, like we will just, okay, modify that, and we will, okay, so update the same stage to close lost. So it will be like completely, okay, closed lost. So without, okay, checking this like amount and all. And okay, so we will also have like recall. So recall means, okay, again, like we can ask the user, okay, so check the conditions again, okay, they can just do like manual approval process firing again. Okay, so we will have like multiple whether, okay, so we want to just if it is approved, what we need to do. If it is rejected, like what we need to do. Okay, if it is like recall, what has to be happen. Okay, so these are like 4 things like we have to define here. So now this is okay. So next page, like, okay, so here, like you can see whether it is approved or rejected. Okay, so based on this criteria, so first it will be checking this criteria. And okay, second, like if you can see initial submission actions. Okay, initially when it is submitted, so what do you want to do? So the first thing what it will do, so it will log the record. Okay, so first thing, so this administrator even he can't even, okay, so open that record. So it will be log the record. So that is the first thing. Okay, so it will be doing. So because okay, so it has sent to approval, right? So meantime, okay, no one has access, okay, to edit that record. So still, okay, until he approves or rejects it, okay. So that is the one way, like we are locking the record. So first thing, okay, so initial submission, whenever it is submitted, so okay, it will be locked out. And the second approval step is like, so whether okay, so you want to just okay add one more step like we can add here, like okay, so if you have like another approval step, so we can just define that approval step as a okay. So right now, so there is like only one okay, so approval step which is with assigned to approver. Okay, so approver is like SVRK, and okay, so and if I want to like add one more approval step, we can add approval step here. And okay, so final approver action, so which is something, so it has to be, let's consider okay, so I have sent one approval. Okay, so that approval has been accepted by the user. Okay, so once it is accepted, so what has to do, so we have to just define here, okay, add new, either like we can just send a task, or we can send an email alert, or we can update field. Okay, so field update or outbound message, the same. Okay, what we are doing in the workflow, the same four actions we can perform here also. Okay, so we can just create a task if it is approved, or okay, so we to the user stating that okay, so yeah, now it can be closed or something. Okay, so if it is like email alert also, we can just okay send, or field update we can do. So let's quickly do a field update so that okay, that will be easier. Okay, so instead of creating it, okay, so email alert and all. So anyways, you know, right, like okay, how to utilize this update opportunity field. So yeah, in the description, okay, so I just want to write, okay, so I want to just write in the description. So let's standard fields. So can we find like descriptions? Yeah, within this description, opportunity description, I just want to write, okay, so whether it is accepted or rejected. Okay. So, okay, long text area, which is type is long text area. So this is the field. Okay, so description field I'm updating from the approval process. Okay. So the description reevaluate like workflow rules again. Okay, so right now I don't want to select this. Okay, so it can go with a blank value, but okay, so we want to just give some sort of message. Okay, so it should be something. Okay, it should have like double quotes, the text we are writing here, right? So for this text, like please close the opportunity as it is. Approval process, just to make sure. Okay, so from approval process, okay, we want to just if user is okay, approved it. So then okay, if approved means okay, it is already closed last. So manager is approved means what? So yeah, he's saying okay, yeah, it is fine. Like if we delete it also. So he's just giving okay, stating that okay, so yeah, it can be done. Like it can be deleted also. Okay, so this is a field update like we were doing. So if it is approved, okay. So if it is rejected, like what we want to do, the same field update we want to do. Opportunity reset description. So here also, okay, we will be just writing the same. Okay. Please check with account people who know. Okay, so it is rejected. So that means okay, we are just showcasing to the user like okay, so just connect with them and just let okay, let like what happened. So likewise, okay, we are just defining. one description here. Okay, so two actions like we were doing. One is when it is approved. Okay, so when it is approved, so what we have to do? So first, okay, it will be record will be locked once it is approved. So then, okay, so it will just update a field, so description field. And if it is rejected, so again, okay, so it will update. So the opportunity description with another, so another text. Okay, so recall action is something like, okay, so if I want to just like I can just define to the user again, okay, so check the opportunity, and maybe, okay, so we missed something, so you can just, okay, check it one more time. Likewise, okay, we can just ask the user to check it one more time. Okay, so this is how we will define, and okay, so it should be activated. So until we have not activated this, so it should be activated, and now, okay, so we have to create a record, and we have to, okay, see how it is behaving. Okay, so let's quickly activate this. Okay, so this is activated now. So let's quickly create opportunity. Okay, so the new opportunity name will be VVP fines, and okay, so just having account. Let's take, okay, so this one. So this is a, like, okay, so PVP, and we can give like any data, like, okay, the measure like which we want to check here, like, okay, so which is, it should be like greater than 20 lakh, right? So 21 lakh amount I'm giving. 1 second, right? Yeah, close date, we can define anything like stage, it should be closed last. Okay, so when closed last happens, so then only it should fire. And okay, so primary campaign source, like we have defined the email campaign. Okay, so these three conditions should be there, because okay, we have defined three conditions here. Okay, so it should be like greater than, and condition we have defined in between. So all should be true. Okay, so this one, and this one. Okay, so all are fine. And now save this. Okay, right? So okay, now it has been saved. We can see the approval history here. Go to layouts. Okay, we have to just add the related list. This one. Okay, so approval history. So this we have to add either anywhere. Okay, so I'm adding at last. Okay, maybe or here. Paper partners. So this is the approval history. Okay, I'm just adding to the layout. So it is like having same criteria, right? Like stage equals close lost and opportunity. Primary campaign source equals email campaign. Amount greater than 21 lakh, 20 lakh, and opportunity stage equals close lost, and email campaign. To define 4 steps. We have already created one approval process yesterday. So we were trying to test that. So what we have done yesterday, so we have created this approval process opportunity approval or rejection. So it should be active, and the entry criteria, so it is having like greater than 20 lakh, and opportunity stays equals to close lost, and we were checking on the opportunity object if close lost, So the business wants to know what has happened, why they want to close this opportunity. So why we can't, okay, so produce revenue from this opportunity for this company, like what happened. So what is the issue, like they want to track. So for that, okay, so we have given like three criterias, entry criteria. Okay, it will be checking these three entry criteria because it is an and condition. So that, okay, so we have to be clear, like when we are creating a data, so it should have like, it should obey all the three conditions here. Okay, so one is opportunity, so amount we have to check, and close lost, and the campaign source. Okay, so that should be like email campaign. So this is the basic criteria, so to enter into this approval process. If it is failing here, so okay, it will not go beyond this, like, right? So that is a step. And like when we are doing approval, so we are asking some approval, right, from the manager or from other user or from the group of people as like use. Okay, so there should be some person so who actually creating this approval process. Okay, so the initial submitters. So we have to define the initial submitters. Here it is defined opportunity owner. So that means that who is creating this opportunity. So that person, okay, from that person email ID, so it will be triggered. So the from address will be opportunity owner, or the second, like we are also defining record creator. So both will be same, opportunity owner and record creator most cases, but some cases maybe, so record can be created with a specific user, but the owner can be like group of people, like we have defined, right? So queues, like we have created and we have set queues also owner. In this, like, okay, opportunity owner, it can be like single or multiple, but record creator, which will be like single only, okay, single user, right? So these will be the like initial submitters. So from the from address will be from email address will be from this, okay, and with whom like we have to send this. Okay, so this is the assigned approver. So this we are defining at the approval steps itself. Okay, if you want to just edit, like you want to just add one more user, you can just click on edit or show actions. Okay, there, like you can just add one more user or group of users. Okay, so for these like initial steps, like, so to whom it should be shared. So these are the like assigned approvers. These people can only approve this record. Okay, and so initial submission, this is the first step. Okay, so what it has to do. So what will happen? So whenever, like, okay, so this approval process has been uh, like created, that means, okay, when it is executed, so initial step, like what it will do, so it will log the record. Okay, so first, like no one can edit this except system admin, but because system admin will have like view all and modify all data, so that, okay, so at profile level, so he can able to even like edit it, but okay, other users like can't edit this record. Okay, so once it is submitted, so until, okay, whether it is like approved or rejected, so it will be locked only. So we can also modify this, like, okay, if you just edit this, like you can just modify this as well. And okay, so you can also do initial submission, like what we are trying to do. So we are just creating some email alert. Those actions, like you can define here as like we have workflow, right? Within workflow, like we can define task, email alert, field update. These, okay, all actions like we can also define here. So here, like what we are trying to do. So initial submission, like we were just trying to send one email notification whenever, okay, so this executed. So this is the, okay, email thing. Okay, so we were doing, so new email upon opportunity creation or updation. Okay, so here what we need, so we need an email template. So that email template we have created and we have assigned that email template. Okay, so to this email alert, so we have created email alert process. Within this, like we have added one email template. So this is the email template. Okay, so you can just check like what is this email template contains the data. So as per this, like if it is good, so if subject, okay, and everything is fine, then it is okay, and you can also add attachment file. So if this subject is not good, okay, you can just edit it, or you can just clone, you can create a new opportunity, okay, email template, so as per the client, and then so we can utilize that. So always, okay, so better like we have to ask the email templates. Okay, they will be providing email templates, we have to utilize those. And okay, some scenarios, like what will happen, so maybe they can ask instead of this, like, okay, so this is only just normal text, right? So they can't understand, okay, so which opportunity it is. So they can ask, okay, oh yeah, which opportunity, new opportunity means like which opportunity. So they have to go again and they have to search all the opportunities, right? So instead of that, so we can also give them, so directly, okay, so here like opportunity name, So maybe they can ask, okay, so I need opportunity name here, or okay, opportunity ID I need, so that okay, I can just quickly go over there and I can just update it. Or maybe they can ask a link, okay, opportunity link here. So within this email template, so maybe okay, we will be getting different types of messages, right? Like daily. Okay, so in our inbox, so we will have like multiple links. Okay, so if the user is asking, okay, so links also we can just provide those links as well, and opportunity name, opportunity ID, like all opportunity fields, like if they want to just uh, they want to get okay on the email, so we can define that as well. So that also okay, we will just see later time, or like if you want to just make it done now itself, okay, so I'll do itself, okay, now itself, like you can just simply edit this. We have to use like merge fields. Okay, so there is like something called merge field option, so which will be available under this, okay, um, email template, okay, when you are creating, so there will be something, okay, so merge field, so you just need to edit this. You can see, okay, so something called like available merge fields, okay, so you can just go to the opportunity, like for which object we want to just create, select that object, opportunity fields, and select, okay, so all opportunity fields here you will be getting here. So if you want, okay, so something like account related information, so for this opportunity, what is the account? So name, okay, if you want to just check, this is the name, okay, so opportunity dot account. So this is the match, okay, so you can just write like this, opportunity. So you can just define like, okay, some content, opportunity. So this is very useful, okay, so mostly, okay, they will ask like this, okay, instead of like normal generic, okay, content, so they will ask, okay, specific content. So definitely, okay, so for email templates, they will ask this, okay, so they ask this like opportunity account, okay, so if they want to just track, so you just need to type like this is normal content, okay, and then you have to specify this, like for this opportunity, what is the account, simply. And if they want to like opportunity ID, so what is the opportunity ID? Okay, so you can just simply write like this, okay, so opportunity instead of account, it should be ID. So okay, we will get opportunity ID. And what is the opportunity name? Okay, so it can be like opportunity dot name. Okay, so better, okay, so better like if you're just taking this, okay, all fields like from here, so that will be great, because okay, so we will not miss anything. So if you just want to opportunity name, like okay, so if you want, just you just need to click, you have to just cross verify this, okay, just copy this and paste it here. Okay, so likewise, we can get like opportunity account information here, like account ID we will be getting here, and then okay, so opportunity, this is like parent, okay, so parent information, which is connected as a lookup, right, to opportunity. So this is the parent information, and this is like opportunity ID, its own ID and its own name. And maybe okay, so they will ask for, also ask like some link directly, okay, even okay, so if you provide like ID and name, okay, so they can just ask you directly provide me the link, so that okay, I'll just go through, I'll click that link, okay, so it will directly redirect to the page itself. Okay, so likewise they may ask, you can just provide that link as well. What we need to do, like if I want to provide the opportunity link itself directly, okay, so I can just mention like opportunity link here. So within this like match field, like you can see something called detail link here. So this one, okay, so this is the link actually for each object. You will get like object name dot link. If it is a custom object double underscore c dot link. So then okay, so this will be like detail link. So detail link means like URL. Okay, so if you are just opening any opportunity, if you are opening any like test for opportunity, so you can see okay, etechnos dev ed dot mysalesforce.com and then ID, right? So this entire link, okay, so user will be getting. So you will just okay click that link. So within this mail, from the mail itself, so you will click that link. Okay, so you will be redirecting to here. So if you are just doing activity on test 4, if you are doing activity on test 5, so it will be redirecting to test 5. Like it will be dynamic. So if it is like test 2, so it will be this link will be copied on this okay email template. So and then okay, so user can directly click that email link, and then okay, so it will be they can they can be redirected to that page, and they can just do like whether it is approved or rejected, like so whatever okay they want to do, they can perform over there. So likewise, okay, so we can just define all this like within this text also, like if they want to just see like what opportunity, and in the subject also, okay, new opportunity we have mentioned, right? Like here, so new opportunity, we can just define the name also, opportunity.name. So if you just define, okay, so new opportunity and opportunity name, it will be displayed here. Okay, so new opportunity, its name has been created or modified. So likewise, okay, so it will be dynamic now, so which is not a static one. Now it is a dynamic, and you can just save this. Okay, so we have already used this. That is why I just want to update this email template. Now you can see, okay, so this is how it will be. And okay, so better if you are before using this, you have to check this, okay, whether this is working properly or as expected or not. We have to check first. Then only, okay, so we have to just, okay, we have to first cross check, and then okay, so we have to go with this. Okay, so here like something a button you can see, right, like send a test and verify match fields. Normal, okay, so text it is fine, like directly it will be going, but if you want to just check these match fields, okay, whether they are properly executing or not, if you want to check, or if you want to just modify after checking, okay, it will be difficult. That is why you have to track that is at the first level itself. Okay, so you just need to click send test. You can see here like, okay, for which object like you want to just track this, or okay, so related record. So you can just define the opportunity, because okay, we are trying for opportunity object, right? So the recipients, like here you can just define whether it is a user. If you just define user and user ID, like if you are mentioning, so email ID, email will be sent to this person. Okay, so for which like you want to track, so you have to just define that ID. Okay, opportunity, let's consider. Okay, so what is the opportunity here? Let's take any like testing 2 opportunity. For this, like if you want to just check this, you can just simply, okay, you have to just select opportunity, and then that ID, okay, so you have to mention. And okay, so if this is either ID or name, I'm not sure. Okay, so maybe if it is working for ID, that's fine. And here like we'll have like something send email preview. So to whom, okay, so you want to send like this. So you can just check this, okay, with this is only for checking purpose. So okay, it will not do any automated stuff. It is just for checking. Okay, so whether this email alert or email template, whether it is working properly or not, okay, as we expect. Okay, so you just need to click OK. Then what will happen? So with this opportunity ID, so it has to generate one email. Click on OK. So it is saying like no matches found. Maybe okay, we have to take like opportunity name instead of okay ID. So you can just take like name testing 2 on opportunity. So testing 2 opportunity, I'm just selecting. Okay, so and so it acknowledges info to this. Okay, I'm sending an email. Okay, so now let's quickly go to our email, and so find to get any email. So we have to check first. Okay, so even you can see here also. Okay, so it is like just modified. So as per that, okay, so that ID. So if you can see like, okay, so we have given like PV, it is coming like PVP Tech Systems, right? And this is the opportunity ID, and this is account name, and this is opportunity ID, and this is opportunity name testing 2 that we have given, right? Here also, like if you can see, new opportunity testing 2 has been created or modified. Here also you can see the opportunity name. So now, okay, so it is very much clearer, right, to the user. Okay, directly you can go to this link, or you can just okay, check like for which opportunity it has been created, which opportunity, like what happened. So they can just okay go, instead of going back and like instead of okay checking all the opportunities, they can just quickly go to email. Okay, so yeah, so this is the email. So if you can see this email, so if you can see this email, okay, so you can see like hi team. Okay, so this is the matter like we have defined over there. And within the subject also, if you can see like testing 2 has been created or modified, directly we got an email. And this is the opportunity account, PVP Tech Systems. And like if you want to just cross check this, so you can just cross check, open that opportunity, and you can see okay, opportunity name is like testing 2, and the account name is like PVP Tech Systems, right? and this is the URL. Okay, so the same URL we got here. So if user clicks on that URL, directly he will be redirecting to this page. Okay, testing 2 page. He can just check it. Okay, so right now, okay, there was already one approval process on this record, so that is why, okay, which is locked. Okay, so if you can see the symbol, so this is locked because approval process has been already initiated, but it has not approved or rejected, which is just pending. Okay, so through normal, like, okay, okay, so it is just checking this criteria, like what and all, like we have defined over here. So like if it is just executing based on that. Okay, so now, okay, so we have seen like email template, dynamic email template. Okay, so this is very much useful when you are dealing, okay, actual business owners, right? This is very much useful. And now, okay, so we will go back to our approval process. So this is the criteria. Okay, so this is the basic criteria. If I want to just execute this approval process and the initial submission, okay, so we have given. So this is the email alert. Okay, so user will be getting notified. And then, okay, so approval steps, like, okay, so with whom, like it has to be shared, like approver would be like SVRKA, and final approval. Okay, so what it has to do. So if it is approved, like what it has to do, it has to like update one field. Okay, description field we have given. So we have just modified, okay, some text over there. So if it is rejected, okay, so what it has to do. So again, okay, we are updating one field, description field. Okay, so within that opportunity itself, right? So if it is like recall, what it has to do, either like we can send an email or we can just perform a task or we can update a field that we can define here. Right now we are not doing anything. Okay, so it is already active. So which is already active. Now, okay, so if I want to just do manually, so I have to just go to, so yesterday, like what we have done, so we have done, okay, so entire stuff, but like we forgot to add, okay, so this to like automated process to any like process builder or flows or okay from Apex. We can call that. Okay, so uh, right now, like what I'm doing is I'm just going with like, okay, so this is a manual step. If you just click like submit for approval, so this will be manual step. And we can also automate this like based on the criteria. Right now, okay, so when you are clicking also, like it will be checking first, okay, so these criteria like 26 lakh and close lost and email campaign. So just remove this like to 6 lakh. So this is just 6 lakh. And we have a button like submit for approval, or here also like you can see submit for approval. So it is defining the, okay, so unable to submit the approval. Okay, so because the criteria which is not meeting, right? So the criteria, it should be like having more than 20 lakh. Okay, so it is having only like 6 lakh. So this will be failed. So if I have like 20 lakh, okay, so let's save this record. Okay, so and then like do, yeah, so automatically, okay, so it has been taken. Okay, so we can't see like even, okay, submit for approval, so which is already taken from the submit for approval. And you can see this. Okay, so here previously we had like something called submit for approval, right? Now which is already filed, and we can see the actions over here. Okay, so the overall status is pending. So okay, assigned to, which is assigned to this SVRK user. Actual approval is like SVRK user, it will be showing over here. So what we need to do now, so we have to approve this record because, okay, so it has got to the manager. So manager has to approve or reject. Okay, so until then, so it will be like in the system itself. So what we need to do now, okay, we have to log in as a this approver user, and okay, so he will also notify the same approval process over there. So he has to either approve or reject. Okay, as a system admin, I can directly do this from here itself because I'm a system administrator, I'm a super user. I can just do from here. But okay, so this is not the ideal way. So we have to go to the approver actually. So we have to just check that approver, and okay, just quickly log into SVRK user. Let me just quickly log into SVRK user. Login.salesforce.com. SVRK. What is the username? Is it? Is it the same username which we used for the SVRK? Can anyone confirm? If I don't know, like you just need to open this user. Okay, you can just see like username for this for this user. So you have to just go with like user detail. So here like you can see username is svrka@gmail.com. I think I have shared with someone. Can anyone like share the password for this? Yeah, it's logged in. No worries. Okay, so now I have logged in with the SVRK user. So he will be able to see, okay, so the all approval process to be approved. Okay, so you can see here, like, okay, so these are like multiple we have done yesterday, like we have done like manually, and today, okay, so we have done some, right? So it will be showcasing all those over here, like, okay, so you can just go to that, okay, so which is the actual opportunity. So user can directly go over here, like to the home page instead of going to mail even. So he will also be notified an email. Can anyone confirm, like, okay, the user, like, did you get the email for the same, like, okay, which I have showcased? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, please tell me.
The guy, like SVRK guy, okay, user, like that guy, okay, so can you confirm whether you got a mail or not?
I got a mail. Hello, new opportunity test 3 has been created or modified.
This one, right? Like test 3, okay, so it has one. Like you will be, like approver will be notified. So with this opportunity 3, and which, okay, so having like account name, because we have dynamically given that, right? So it will showcase the account name. You can see account name also, right? Account name, opportunity ID, and link also. There will be one link, right? So there is a link also, right? Okay, so it will contain link also, right? So opportunity name, account name.
There is a link also.
Right. Okay, so now you can just directly redirect, okay, from the over there, and you can just come, okay, you have to log in with the SVRK user, and you will be having something called, yeah, you can unmute. So you can mute.
Okay.
Now, okay, so if you log in with this SVRK user, so if you come to the opportunity, the same, okay, page like this SVRK user can also see, but okay, so you will be having like this option, okay, approve or reject. Only, okay, so system administrator and only the person, okay, so who actually has to approve or reject, so you will be getting this link. Okay, so what we need to do, either, okay, user can go to direct home page. So direct home page here also you can see under, okay, so items to approve. So this is one thing, okay, so user directly come here, so you can just see all the activities, okay, for this day, or okay, for last 1 week or something, you can just check over here, or you can just go to from the email also. You will just have to click this, so it will be coming down. So till then, okay, so it is also locked here. Okay, even like they can't see edit, delete, right? So all the other options, like they can't even see, they can't even, okay, so I was trying to edit this, okay, so double click, but nothing happening, because, okay, which is locked, right? So why it is locked? So we have already defined in the approval process itself, okay, so it should be locked. Record should be locked on the initial submission, and even later also, once it is up, okay, before like approval also it should be locked. So, okay, and before rejection also it should be locked. So likewise, okay, we have defined. So accordingly, okay, so it will be locked. The entire record will be locked, so they can't even modify it. Okay, so they will just have to do either approve or reject. Okay, so we will just quickly click on this link, approve or reject. So approve or reject, okay, so this like comment I can just define, like this is how like it will be okay looking. So for this opportunity, and this is the opportunity owner, and comments, like they have to mention, it should be like they have to click like approve, reject, or cancel based on this. So it will be displayed over there. Okay, so that record will be displayed over there, and accordingly. Okay, so we have updated one field, right? If it is approved, we are updating description. If it is rejected, like we are updating description. Okay, and the status, like final status, will also be changed. So I'm just okay now doing reject. Okay, because I don't want to lose this opportunity, so I want to reject. What I want to do, like, okay, so please connect with account to know issues. Okay, so I'm saying like try to resolve the issues. Okay, connect with the user, like, okay, the account. Okay, so just try to resolve. That is why I'm just rejecting it. So click on reject. So what will happen? So now, so if you just go back, okay, so now you can see which is like something, okay, at least, okay, they can see the value. It is like unlocked. And the second step, like if you can see here, like overall status is rejected. Okay, so and even now they can't see like this button. Okay, here, like this link, there is no link available here. So which is okay, rejected. Now it is rejected, right? So the same we can also see within this, like actual users. If you just come back, what is the opportunity? This is, I guess, testing 3, right? So if you come, okay, come to like testing 3 opportunity. Now, okay, so you can see like which is unlocked, right? And then, so if you can see the status also, like it is rejected. And okay, so after rejection, like what it has to do, that also we have defined in the approval process, like what we have defined. So if it is rejected, final rejection, so what it has to do, like it has to do like field update. Okay, so which field update it will be doing? What we have defined over there, like please check with account people to know the issues. Okay, so please check with the account people to know the issues. Like, okay, this is what like we have defined over there. So the same, okay, so you can see here, okay, so please check with the account people on the description field. So we are updating that message, okay, right? So if it is rejected, like if it is approved, so we have defined like one more field update. So, okay, based on that, like it will be filed. And the point here is like you need to understand like how, okay, so this is being called, okay, so how this is being called. So this is being called from the process builder, okay. So if you want like a multiple, okay, opportunities or multiple contacts or any multiple actions it has to perform, these approval process, we have to call, we forgot yesterday to call from the process builder. So that is why it is not firing. So you have to just go, okay, quickly go to the process builder. We have like only less than. Okay, so like if I want to bulkify, so bulkify means, okay, so if I want to just modify like multiple records on the same, okay, criteria based, we have to call that either from a process, okay. We have like workflow, automated process, and we have like, we have seen a workflow, and there is one automated process. And from that workflow, so we cannot call this, okay, approval process, okay. And we have like one more opportunity, like, okay, from process builder. So we have process builder automated, right? So automated process builder, from there, like we can call this approval process, okay. We have already seen that. So let me just quickly go to that process builder. So it should have like on the same object, okay. So the first criteria would be like same objects, and second criteria would be entry criteria, okay. So we have to check that as well. So if you just, okay, I told, right, like if you have got, okay, so this is the opportunity, okay, so process builder. So it will be having like, if you are modifying anything, so it will be created with a new version. Okay, yesterday like we have forgot like add okay to this process builder. Okay, so when you are creating a new process, like it will be for the other object, but if you are doing for the same object, it will be just creating versions. The first version we created first time, okay, second version like we modified something, and within the third version, okay, so we are calling this approval process from this process builder. Okay, so let me just quickly show. You have to just click on this, and if you want to modify it, it will just create one more version. So you have to just, okay, clone this, and you have to give the same name, opportunity close process. When you are cloning this, you cannot directly edit this, okay, so you can just only view it. So if you want to just create, okay, new version, so you have to just select this, okay, version of current process or a new process. That means altogether it will be new version 1. So this will be like updating for the existing versions itself, okay. Right now I'm not updating it. So if you just see like opportunity, so this is the first criteria. So that approval process, which is also on opportunity, and this okay process builder, which is also on opportunity, and the second criteria it will be checking if conditions. Okay, so which is on stage and amount, which is also on stage and amount. So this is the like another criteria. So this is the criteria one, which will be firing from the process builder. So either okay, so we can define here or here, because this opportunity stage, which is I guess like we have given only 5 lakh, but our process builder which is firing for the 20 lakh, right? So greater than 20 lakh. So which will be obeyed, then only it will be coming over here. Okay. So if this is not allowing here, so it will not come over here into the actions. Okay. So likewise, okay, here also if you can see like it is only 10 lakh. Okay. So our like the value for this stage name also it should be closed lost. So this is the final, initial criteria for the process builder. So first process builder it has to fire. So from the process builder, now we are calling approval process. So this is the approval process. Like if you select this, so okay, we have just given like opportunity app process, and okay, on which object, like opportunity object, and you have to specify okay approval process. This is the approval process. Okay, we have created this approval process, right? Opportunity approval or rejection. And there is one more checkbox here. Like if you can see this, like skip the entry criteria for this process. If you check this, like what will happen? So it will only check this condition, okay, from the process builder. It will not check the approval process entry criteria. Approval process entry criteria is what? So we have defined this, right? Amount, it should be greater than 20 lakh, and stage is closed lost, and primary campaign was email campaign. It will not check this criteria. So if you select that, right now, okay, I'm not selecting this because okay, it has to fire at the process builder level, and it has to also come to approval process, and again it has to check the same criteria which we defined over there. Okay, so with 3 fields. That is why I'm not selecting this. If you select this, it will skip the entry criteria. Okay, and submitter, like who submits this? Okay, so submitter will be current user, like who logged in or who submitting, who clicks on like submit for approval, or okay, so with which user. Okay, so this record has been created, so that user will be the submitter, initial submitter. And okay, so we have just given like one comment also, like which is submitted from the process builder, like this. Okay, so this is how we have called from the process builder. This approval process has been called. So we have first we have to define approval process, and we have to come to process builder now, and then we have to just define the criterias. And okay, so we have to execute that from the process builder. Is it clear? Then only when user creates a record, so it will be checking that. So first it will execute process builder, and then okay, so it will execute approval process also. So once approval process has been executed, so we can see okay something like this. So this is okay like this, and so we can also see the approval history as well. Okay, so whether it is like rejected or approved. Right now, okay, so for this testing too, nothing has been done because okay, so we haven't gone to this user okay approval, and we have not updated or okay approved or rejected, so that okay, so it is not affecting anything over here. So if you just go to that, okay, again, if you go to like home page to from that user, okay, so approval, if you just click okay test two, or you can just directly from there itself, you can also do from here itself also. We have something called approve or reject, right? Here also we can just okay approve this like testing two. Okay, so we test two, like we have to just approve, click on that, so it will be redirected here, like you can just approve or reject it. Okay, so testing I'm just doing and approving this. So once this is approved again, okay, so you have to go to that, okay, so main object, and if you just refresh this, so now okay, so it is approved. You can see okay, you can't see anything, you can't modify anything, but is it the same? No, it is testing too. If you go to opportunities, like, okay, so it is something test 2. Okay, so now, okay, you can see this is approved, right? So likewise, okay, so we can just define approval processes based on some criteria, and we can execute either for the bulkifying, okay, so based on a criteria for all records which have been created, or we can also individually, we can again, like, okay, so we can just modify this, and we can ask the user, okay, to modify it, and then, okay, so we can just like submit it, like submit for approval manually also later time, okay. So yeah, so this is it, okay, for the approval process. If you have like any questions, just let me know. Okay, so we have to call, if you want to like bulkify, either like you have to call with the process builder or flows or from Apex also, okay. Apex like programming language also, we can just, okay, call this approval process. If we have like unique name, so we have to, okay, get that unique name, we have to call from them. Okay, so this is how the approval process will be working.